Yes, ma'am.
Do you see a stopping point in the rise of gasoline?
Uh, I don't know enough about it to tell you whether there is. I know this week we're going to have some proposals on the House floor to try to address that and try to get the gas prices going back down.
Does that concern
Yeah, absolutely. Concerns everybody. The administration's very concerned about it. We're concerned about it.
No.
Well, they say that they are, but in that vein, Secretary Chu from the Department of Energy said a number of months ago that, in fact, I have the quote written down in the car because I'm going to give it at a speech later tonight, that they want to put that they need to find a way to push gas prices where they are in Europe. I mean, that's a quote from Energy Secretary Chu when he was right before in 2008, right before he was appointed. He was at Stanford, I think. And the reason is because of and that's the reason they believe that he believes that is for environmental reasons. And but that's what you're fighting against. But I think I'm going to take the president at it, at his word until I see what they do on gas prices. You know,
When he said,
I understand. I mean, just out of respect for the office, But then when we see what the actions are, then I am very skeptical that they will do anything that will help because they haven't they haven't started getting permits back in the Gulf. I sat on one of my committees. We had all the people that did the president's report on the oil spill in front of us, and we asked them, and the report, by the way, is about that thick. You can probably find it online. And they basically said that it was a failure of a couple of government agencies to do their job, partially. It was a failure of BP they were not in compliance, but the government agencies, the regulation was already in place. The agencies failed to do their job. But with the corrections that have been made, that it's safe to go back in the Gulf if you follow the regulations that are in place. And at this point, the president has not opened that up. They're not permitting, except he's helping Brazil get their offshore stuff going. So I'm pretty skeptical about what they're going to do. But the honest answer is, I really don't know what's going to happen with the gas price. I don't think anybody knows.
he was on TV, he said, if you have a gas guzzling car, what you need to do is trade that in for something that gets good gas.
They do have an environmental agenda related to usage of gas and coal and other things.
The dollar's got a lot to do with gas prices.
It does. The dollar's very weak and it's crashing.
That's a major impact.
That's true.
We spend,
Yep.
and that's what's causing gas prices to be high. If you just get people out here to realize that, it's because of our expenditures and the value of the dollar is falling.
It has. I'd agree with you. That is a big factor.
That's one of the reasons.
It is.
And if Saudi Arabia and these other countries go to another currency, some of them which they're trying to do, then it's going to be even worse.
You're right.
Go off the dollar. And that's one of the reasons is because of our spending.
You're right.
That's why you got to get that budget under control. Get spending under control.
I agree with you.
I can't understand why the Democrat Party can't understand it. I mean, those people have been there and worked.
I don't know.
They want us to be socialists so they can take care of everybody.
There is the current. My dad's a United Mine Worker. My parents are lifelong Democrats, and they think like you do, but I think the administration that's in power right now, this is my personal view, they believe in high taxes and a lot of government spending. That's what they believe in.
Well, they've got half it.
They've got half.
Living off together.
They've got half of it in place. Okay, they've got half of it in place, and the chink in the armor is going to be where they want to start raising the top tax rates again, but it's going to have to go down to everybody, and that's what's going to happen. That, in my view, that's what's going to happen because we'll find out that tax rates will go up on the top 2% or whatever, and they'll say, well, we still don't have enough money, and then it's going to start trickling down to everybody, and that's what's going to happen. And they spend it, but that's a philosophical belief that they have, in my view.